again. This is Ann Shaw for supportdelmarva.com, and today I have with me Mark Tyler, President of Lower Shore Performing Arts Company. Thank you for coming, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us something about the Lower Shore Performing Arts Company.
Oh, I'd be happy to. Thank you, Ann. So our company was formed about 3 years ago. We grew out of a core group of performing artists that had been working in the Pocomoke area, and we have since then expanded the organization to include all of the what we call the Lower Shore, which includes Somerset County, Lower Worcester County, and also Accomack County, as a performance area that we've tried to target to provide performance opportunities for performing artists in those areas.
Now, are you talking mainly about theater?
Yeah, chiefly theater, although we have, in fact, a production coming up that focuses some, too, on the choral arts. We have a production that will be in May that will feature a lot of dance, the musical Pippin. We've done straight plays, what are the sort of non-musical plays, and we've done full-scale musicals. So we try to cover a wide variety of performing arts so that the people in the targeted regions really have good opportunities to engage in the performing arts.
Now, of course, that means to come and attend.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to attend one of your performances, how much is it going to cost me?
It really depends on the show. A straight play, something along the lines of Pride and Prejudice, for example, which we did last season, would not be as much as, say, attending what we have coming up, Pippin. Ticket prices range anywhere between $12 and $18 or $20, but we always offer discounts to seniors, first responders, and members of the military. Children 10 and under almost always are free, and we do that chiefly because we want to encourage an expansion of the audience of theater and the performing arts, and there's no better way of doing that than provoking the interest of children in the arts so that they see it young, and then as they grow up, they become patrons of the arts.
So, are you always in the same theater? Where are you physically located?
So we vary that as well so that we can get good coverage across our region. We've performed at Washington High School and Academy in Princess Anne in their auditorium. We've also performed at Snow Hill High School, Pocomoke High School, and the Chincoteague Island Theater on Chincoteague Island. For our performances that we have coming up this spring, we'll be back in Princess Anne at Washington High School, where we'll also be performing a student matinee, which we hope to reach over 200 to 300 students across the region. And then we'll be back at Chincoteague Island Theater to perform there.
And how do you recruit your performers?
We spend a lot of time both on social media, making phone calls, sending emails, letting everyone that has an interest in performance know of the opportunities that we have coming up. We have many who repeat perform with us, who have done a show and they decide, you know, I'd like to do another because this was so much fun. And what I really enjoy seeing is when someone comes along, performs for the very first time in their life in a show, and then we see them come back for the next show and the next one. Because then we know they've got what we would call the bug. They've got the acting bug and they want to come back and do more and more. And that's really a rewarding thing to see.
How good do you have to be to get in one of your shows?
You don't have to have had an acting lesson at all. You can just be walking in off the street, as I would say, and just come and try out for a show. And so long as you have a passion for the art, even if you don't get cast in a role that requires you to be performing on stage, we have so many opportunities to get involved in support productions. We have so many tasks backstage, like sound, lighting needs, working on costuming, working on props. Many people wouldn't think about those sorts of jobs when you think about the theater, but it really does take a team covering all of those different aspects of production to put the show together. We've had people that help us with properties, and some of them really like going antique hunting. And they realize, you know, I'm a great props master, because a lot of that is about finding just that right item, just that right object to work for that particular scene. And they've gotten good at it from being antique hunters. So people come with all sorts of skill sets, and usually we find a way for you to contribute and help as a member of the team with whatever skill set you bring.
Now this is off subject but on subject. You, Mark, are president of Lower Shore Performing Arts Company. What made you interested in this?
So I was in 3rd grade, and I got asked to perform in my elementary school play. And it was a Christmas program, and I then went on into middle school and high school and kept getting offered these opportunities to perform. And just over the years, as I talked about earlier, as a child, came to grow to love live theater. And so just over those years, I have really grown interested in staying connected to the theater. But as I grew older, I realized how important it was to have a company in a community that's committed to the idea of keeping performance opportunities available for everybody in the community, particularly in communities that don't have those opportunities. And so I was really drawn to the idea of forming and building up a company that does just that, that offers those hard-to-find performance opportunities, particularly in our area, which is a rural area, to give them those opportunities so that they have the opportunity that they wouldn't otherwise have.
Thank you so much. This is Mark Tyler, president of Lower Shore Performing Arts Company. His information and all the information about Lower Shore Performing Arts Company will be on supportdelmarva.com. Please, if you're interested at all, and doesn't this sound interesting and wonderful, please go on supportdelmarva.com and look up his contact information.